How's it going?
Okay, so Dr. Roland Green.
Yes, I play one of the, well, I don't want to give it away, but I play Dr. Green, and my brother Jason plays Dr. Green. So I'll let you work that out, and we'll see what happens.
Well, I've seen on the tip sheet, it says Roland for both.
Right, so something is up, and you got to watch through the whole first season to figure out, and maybe a little into the next season to figure out what the hell went wrong.
Is that all you're going to give me?
That's all I can give you. All I can tell you is I am the least ethical doctor ever. So keeping that in mind, anything is possible. How about that?
That
or mystery?
We'll take that. Anyone personally in your life that you're drawing inspiration from for your character?
When I was a young kid, the pediatrician I had, his name was Dr. Elliot Gelman, and he had more hair coming out of his ears than he did on top of his head. Always very disarming, and terrible breath. I mean, the worst breath ever. Like, he would go to hit my knee, and his breath would cause both of my legs to go up in the air. So I'm kind of drawing a little bit on that. And just like anytime I see any of these like doctors on SportsCenter or whatnot, because he has a link to the steroid era of baseball, this guy does. Anytime I see those guys, they're so confident and they're so like jerky that I love that they believe that everything they're doing, nothing's wrong. Everything they're doing is right. And so like whenever I meet doctors who are just that confident, I love it. So that's kind of who this guy is based on.
What's it like behind the scenes? I mean, so many comedic actors. It must be tough to keep a straight face on set.
We love it because a lot of these guys are really good friends of ours, and we kind of came up in comedy, and so you see friends like Rory Scovel, Kyle Kinane. There's just, you get on set and the gagging starts. You're kind of like, I can't believe this is a job, you know, because we've been on a bunch of sets before, and some are way more serious than others, but this was just a blast because the three guys, Ben, Adam, Andrew, they love this so much and they've wanted this so much, and we knew them through coming through Denver and doing comedy there, that I'm like so happy for them that this whole thing is happening, and the fact that they wrote us in is just such a gift.
Speaking of this whole thing happening, TruTV's very first scripted series, comedy series, what's that feel like?
Great, because I think TruTV, it's good to be like the first scripted series on a network because they're excited about it, they're hungry, they want to make great stuff, they're invested in it. I feel like at times you're not weighed down by some of the things that the other networks that have been doing it for a long time are weighed down by. If they believe in something, they're going to back it. And so to me, that's really, you're in a great spot when you're in kind of a fledgling area like that. So I love it. And I think True's made a lot of great decisions here, and I've seen cuts of the show, and it's so funny. I mean, it is so fast and so funny. You think about FX as like, you know, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia got there. They really did a good job with that, and they just let them do their thing.
High school. Anyone that stood out to you, like a professor, teacher?
I had the worst home economics teacher, Mrs. Frank. She was like the jerkiest person ever. So mean. And on Halloween, she wore like a gorilla mask and wore it for like most of the class. And then midway through the class, it was too hot. She took it off, and I screamed. And I got in deep trouble. But, you know, that was such a great moment to give it back to her. Take that, Mrs. Frank.